I don't think I'm the first person to say this, but E3 this year was terrible. I've seen bad E3s like E3 2019, that wasn't very good. E3 2015, that wasn't really good as well. But this year was just terrible. No company is just showing anything good. First off, there was Ubisoft. Ubisoft showed us some new DLCs for Watch Dogs Legion, a game that right now no one even cares about. They showed Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You know, some people didn't like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and then they showed Mario plus Rabbids, which was cool. I played that, but then they showed nothing else that related to video game franchises that belong to Ubisoft that actually people like. Like I was hoping to see something from a Splinter Cell. I was hoping to see a new Ghost Recon game, not like Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I was absolutely genuinely want I absolutely genuinely want a new Ghost Recon game that plays like Ghost Recon's on Xbox 360. I was hoping to see something related to Prince of Persia, which obviously didn't happen. We didn't get any update on Beyond Good and Evil. We don't even know that that game is still exists because Michel Ancel, as we know, has retired from Ubisoft and game making. And of course, we didn't get anything related to Rayman. It was terrible. Then there was Gearbox. No one even cares about that. Then we had Xbox. Xbox was decent. Xbox plus Bethesda was actually good. First, they showed Starfield, a very anticipated game for the next year, or maybe if they delay the game, it might go to end of 2022. But it is coming out next year, which is pretty good. People have been wanting a new a legit RPG from Bethesda, from Todd Howard, after the disaster that was Fallout 76. They wanted a new RPG from Bethesda, and we are getting it. Of course, there was no update on Elder Scrolls 6. We know that that game is still in development, but we are not getting anything related to it. There was Outer Worlds 2, which I'm really excited about. Outer Worlds 1 was a pretty good game. And Outer Worlds 2, I'm pretty sure is going to be even better than the first one, hopefully. Then they showed Halo Infinite. It looks way better than it looked last year. Uh, and that was pretty much all the highlights of it. There was Forza Horizon 5, which looked incredible, but I'm not a big racing game fan. The thing that really excited me on that whole Bethesda plus Xbox conference was Ayuden Chronicles. I was really excited about this game because it's a game from the creators of Suikoden. Then, when I saw the trailer, I was absolutely stunned by this trailer because I was not expecting to see it in Xbox conference. Looking at the character models and the background of the level design, this is one of the best hand-drawn styles I've ever seen in a JRPG. Ayuden Chronicles was an indie game kickstarted by the creators of Suikoden. Suikoden, of course, being a JRPG franchise on PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 made by Konami. Of course, Konami is Konami, and Konami is the worst. So we don't get any Suikoden games now. But Ayuden Chronicles, they showed it, it looked incredible. Everything had that hand drawn sprite coming from it, and it looked really nice. And except for that, it also looks pretty much like Octopath Traveler, a JRPG on Nintendo Switch, which is now currently available on PC and Xbox One via Game Pass. That game was good. And if Iron Chronicles is going to be like that, I think it's going to be a very good game. From Xbox, there wasn't any more things like people were expecting acquisitions of new companies. Maybe they are going to acquire a big company like I don't know, maybe Sega, but that's not gonna happen. That didn't happen. But then we have the worst of them all happening, which was a Square Enix. Square Enix straight up showed us mobile games and games that people don't care about anymore. First, Marvel Avengers, a bad game already. Marvel Avengers wasn't a good game, yet they are still supporting, which is good for all the Marvel Avengers fans, which is good. I personally not a big fan of that game. Then they showed Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the movies, but the game kinda didn't sit right with me. I don't think it's gonna be particularly a bad game. Hopefully, it's gonna be a good game, but I'm not a big fan of that game either. Then they showed mobile game after mobile game after mobile game. First, they got me excited with Final Fantasy 1 to 6 getting remastered. I was hoping something like, oh, what they are doing with Dragon Quest 3. They are doing a full remake of that game. I was expecting something like that. It was nothing like that. It's a mobile game, which is also coming to Steam, admittedly, but it's a mobile game. And then what happened? Oh yeah, yeah. I was expecting to see something related to Final Fantasy VII. I was expecting to see something related to Final Fantasy 16. None of that actually happened. Uh, I was also expecting to see something from Dragon Quest 12, a game that they have already announced. I was hoping to see any update on that game. Who's going to be the main character? How's the side characters going to look? How is the world? Of course, I was overshooting with this because they've just announced the game. Of course, we know the history of Dragon Quest. They are not going to show anything like it. Of course, I was back of my mind. I was thinking about Chrono Trigger. Maybe they do a remake of Chrono Trigger like Trials of Mana. Obviously, didn't happen. Another thing they showed that I was interested about, but then the trailer was absolutely bad. It was Final Fantasy Origins. I don't remember what was the actual name, but it was Final Fantasy Origins.
You know, we have been hearing some rumors prior to E3 that Koei Tecmo and Square Enix are doing a collaboration, and Team Ninja, the creators of Neo, are going to make a Final Fantasy Souls-like game. And of course, we were expecting this. We were expecting to see this, and the trailer actually looked good. The gameplay looked nice, but the dialogues and everything they said in this trailer make you cringe so much. And of course, they said the demo for this game is going to be available. You can start the demo and play it right now. But the demo for this game doesn't work, so you can't actually see how the game feels like to play.
The game is being developed by Team Ninja and Koei Tecmo, which are known for Ninja Gaiden and Neo series. Two of my favorite games of all time made by this company. They are going to make a Final Fantasy game, Final Fantasy Origins, which is going to be a very darker toned game, and I know it's going to be a good game. But the trailer that they made for it wasn't good. The trailer looked, kind of cringy. Everything with the characters' dialogue saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna slay chaos." Hey, this is chaos. That kind of was lame. That was kind of lame. That was kind of cringy. I didn't like that. But then that was it. That was it for Square Enix. It was just mobile games and Avengers and then Final Fantasy, which was very bad, admittedly. And then Capcom was on par with Square Enix. First they showed Resident Evil 8, a game that is already out. If you haven't played that game, there is a high chance that you saw someone on YouTube play that game. You already know everything about that game. Why they showed a trailer for that game? Because there is an online multiplayer game in form of Resident Evil Mercenaries coming. I don't remember what was the name of the game because I don't care actually about it. Resident Evil 8 itself, I still haven't played it. I'm planning to play it, but I don't care for multiplayer games related to Resident Evil because they are either gonna be turn out like Umbrella Corps or Resident Evil Mercenaries at best. They did the same thing with Resident Evil 3 Remake, and it wasn't good. The next thing that they showed was something related to Monster Hunter Stories, Monster Hunter Stories 2. It looked like a Pokemon game. Well, the first one was a turn-based RPG. I have never played that game, but I've heard it's something like Pokemon, where you collect, you befriend monsters. I like Monster Hunter series, but I don't know. I'm not really interested in this one. And then they showed the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I like Phoenix Wright games. I like Ace Attorney games. Ace Attorney is a great game, but they showed gameplay of it. Why do we need that? Gameplay for Ace Attorney. Like, we all know Ace Attorney is just a character standing there, then the text box appears, and then uh, all of the game is basically that. You tap, you tap, you tap, you click, you click. That's it. That's the game. You occasionally solve cases. You occasionally go investigate the stuff. You occasionally answer questions, give evidence to the court. That's it. Why do we need to see gameplay from that? Of course, tonight is going to be Nintendo's uh, E3 conference, Nintendo Direct plus Treehouse, I think. Yeah, something like that. I'm not getting my hopes up because every conference they showed so far, except for Xbox, the rest were terrible. And tonight is going to be Nintendo. Things that I think we're gonna see are we're probably gonna see something related to Pokemon Arceus, if I'm correct. The next Pokemon game. There's gonna be probably a Smash character getting revealed. Hopefully, it's gonna be Crash Bandicoot. Uh, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not really holding my breath to see a Metroid or Bayonetta 3, but I guess there is a chance that we see something related to Breath of the Wild. Hopefully, that will be the case. And thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, please. And see you later.